our live audience, to our live show today as we're talking about healthy eating and so much more. My name is Marisa Anglade, lifestyle wellness educator and hormonal coach. And today we have
Mios Brainy, an entrepreneur and a chef with you today.
I am so excited, Mios, I am so excited to have you here with me. I've watched many of your cooking demos on YouTube, and today I get a chance to get a taste of eating today.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm excited to actually not just watch, but eat as well, because Mauricia I'm hangry or hungry? I'm both. So I have a question for you. I am so happy for you and excited for you, but I have a question. You know how so many women these days do not have a love for the kitchen or enjoy cooking or even intimidated about cooking. What brought you to this passion of loving to be in the kitchen?
Well, I'm excited to share with everybody who is watching right now how this passion came into my life, you know. So 12 years ago, we wanted to change our diet. And it's so funny you ask this question because I think Saturday someone asked me that question. Yeah, because everybody want to know. So 12 years ago, I wanted to change my diet, and my family, we all wanted to change our lifestyle, you know. So, you know, we used to eat all the things like the meat and the fish and all those things, you know. And so we got tired of eating the same thing over and over again.
Let me guess, beans and rice every day.
Oh yes, you know, Caribbean. Yeah, we eat rice and beans. So but then I got tired. I said, what else can I add into my diet or my daily cooking? So I started going online on YouTube. You know, the university. Yeah, for everything. So I started going on YouTube, and then I started looking out for some recipes and see what I can add into my cooking. And so now when I see those recipes, I cook them exactly the way they show them, or the way they teach them. And so when I started cooking it, I'm like, I don't like this flavor, I don't like that, I don't like that, because I like my food to be flavorful, you know. And so I started tweaking some of the recipes.
Okay.
And I started creating my own.
Wow.
So this is how the passion came in. So now I created one, and I think it was nice. I let my husband taste, and my children, they love it, and I create another one. And so this is how it started. And over again, I keep creating, and until I get here today.
So you're telling me what we're having today is there's no meat?
No meat, Mauricia, no meat.
How did you give it up?
Ay. That was not easy.
Yes,
mostly the fish.
Yes, that was the thing that was the hardest for me too. Fish and cheese before transitioning to a total plant-based diet. But what I love is that it's doable. And for every person that's listening that's struggling with meat, or some people consider fish not to be meat. And that they say island meat is not the same as as American meat.
Yeah.
It's all the same. And so it is easy. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And today we're going to show you how you can have tasty vegetarian food, plant-based food, and without compromising the taste. So what are we having today?
Well, we're going to have quinoa.
Quinoa.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love quinoa.
Yes. So what we're going to add some vegetables in the quinoa today, and we're going to eat it with some beets and carrots.
Wow, I love beets.
Yeah, and asparagus.
Now, every last thing that you mentioned they are healthy.
Yeah.
And they like the quinoa, for instance. Quinoa is better than just eating just rice every day.
Oh yeah.
What I love about quinoa is that it doesn't give you that feeling of like you overate, as well as it's packed with fiber, and it's very low in calorie. And for those who worry about protein, it is packed with protein. And that's
right.
what I love about quinoa. You can eat it and not feel like you want to feel sluggish or you feel sluggish.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that when we cook quinoa, we feel light. Our belly feel very light. And when we eat rice, too much of the rice, we feel so heavy. It's very different. It's very different. And you go, it makes it easier for you to go, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and most of my clients do like, what can I eat? What can I eat? And I'm glad they're gonna see this video today on here's one selection of what you can eat. I noticed that you have beets as well, and you mentioned beets, and beets is very good for purifying the blood. Women who suffer from anemia, beets is something you wanna
Yes.
add to your diet. And as we get older, our eyes start to change.
No. Okay.
So she's gonna have some carrots in there that's packed with vitamin E to help us with our eyes. So that's what I love about being on a plant-based diet. You get to eat healthy. Now, we're both, very young.
Yes.
And you can see because we eat a plant-based diet, we're not feeling like we don't look sickly.
Right.
Our weight is managed in a normal weight. And that's why the plant-based diet is necessary, not only to keeping you healthy, but managing the weight as well.
Oh, yes, yes. And we have this, by the way, we have this recipe, in a cookbook that we have.
Okay, and with the cookbook that we're going to probably show, what seasonings did you use? Are you using in this dish?
Okay, so today we're gonna be using Caribbean and tropical seasonings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have them here as
Can I
well.
get the cameraman to zoom in on the
Zoom
seasoning?
in on the seasonings
please?
for us, and Caribbean and tropical. Listen, once you use these seasonings in your food, there will be a big difference. And I tell you, if you don't know how to cook, you use these seasonings, listen, you'll be a pro.
And you said the ones that we're using for this meal is the
Caribbean and the tropical.
Wow.
This is the Caribbean right here and the tropical right here.
Now, what
Yes.
I can definitely testify, because I bought all of your seasons. I got every last one that is on here on this table being displayed. And I called you, so we're talking straight truth. I called you to say, Meals, your season is the bomb, because I did not need to look for any additional seasoning. I did not have to look for the salt. I did not have to look for the garlic powder. I did not have to look for the onion powder, because those are two things that I love to be in my food, and I like a lot of it. And the flavoring of your seasonings was enough for me to like, oh, I don't need to add anything else. They were that good. And so I can testify that you really don't need anything unless you want to, but I didn't.
Well, the thing is, what I did in these seasonings, I add a lot of garlic and onions, to bring the flavor. Because, when I go and buy other seasonings, I mean, that doesn't mean you cannot add garlic and onions in your food, but because it's something that most of us love, But what I'm saying is, if you do not have garlic and onions, this will make your food taste good.
I love it. And it's cost efficient, because if I have everything in there that I need, I don't need to buy another seasoning. I don't need to buy extra if I don't want to. So this is like, man, I'm saving money just by having this seasoning and not adding more to it.
I tell you, we get the feedbacks. We get some good feedbacks about these seasonings. People just call and say how amazing they are, And I promise you, the viewers who are watching at this time, this seasoning, they are the bomb. So if you would like to order your seasonings, you can go to tastyeden.com. If you you're gonna go on the website, you'll see all the seasonings. If you order for the first time, you have a discount. You have a big discount, I tell you, no lie. And then if you keep ordering, if you order more than 2, you'll keep having discounts every time you order.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, I bought all of them, so.
Yeah, because we have a bundle over there on the website. So when you pick up the bundle, so you get a discount.
I love it. And so we're going to give you, the viewers, a chance to go check it out while we have this commercial break. See you in a few.
Are you concerned about your health and the health of your family? Are you looking for a way to eat healthier? We're here to help. We have fantastic news for you. We have put together a live cooking masterclass. Our goal is to teach you how to prepare healthy dishes, to make your own milk, cheese, meat, and a whole lot of other dishes. So you can replace some of those things that may not be best for your health. Part of the package is this book and those seasonings. You'll be cooking as I'm cooking. You'll be tasting as I'm tasting. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We have limited capacity. So hurry, sign up now. You do not want to miss this. If you'd like to know more, click on the link below. or you can call us at 423-567-0568. This is a great opportunity to come and learn how to.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited for my new cookbook from Tasty Eden. I was also low on spices, so I restocked. Today, I'll be making a tuna replacement. These are some of the ingredients I'll be using. If you are using canned chickpeas, I recommend you get the organic ones. I went ahead and poured my peas in the food processor. I do not like my tuna to have chunks in them, so I made sure to let it break down all the way. After it's done, I added my seasoning, and for this recipe, I used chicken style all-purpose seasoning. I'm using vegan mayo, but if you're vegetarian, just use regular mayo. The book also gave a vegan mayo recipe, so next time I'm making this recipe, I'll be sure to have some homemade vegan mayo. Make sure you mix it all together to get the consistency you want, and add everything else as the book instructed. I am loving the book so far. The recipes are easy to follow and the ingredients are easy to find. And for the best part of cooking, for me at least, is tasting the food. It did not need anything extra, but I went ahead and tasted it again because who's stopping me? It was so good. Now it's time to eat. I plated mine with corn chips because I had a heavy breakfast that morning and I just needed a snack. And for my husband, he wanted a sandwich, so that's what he get. A sandwich with corn on the side. And that's what we had for lunch that day. Now, it's time to eat. So if you care about your health, please do yourself a favor and check them out. Tasty Eden, they have the book and all the spices you saw at the beginning of the video on there. Until next time.
Hello, welcome back everyone. We're excited now to give you a taste of Eden. And we're going to be making this dish today, right here on page 53.
Page 50.
Page 50. Page 50. So for everyone that has their cookbook, you can open your cookbook right now. If you're at home or whenever you're watching this video, you can open this cookbook and go to page 50. And you can watch this video together with Meals as she is making the dish.
Yes.
You can look at the cookbook, watch the video, and be able to feel confident about making this dish.
Yes, yes. So this book is a Taste of Eden. For those who do not know about it, we call it a Taste of Eden. We have all those healthy dishes in there. And it is for beginners as well. So if you are trying to start a new journey in the plant-based life, this book will help you a lot. I tell you that it will help you a lot. So it has some nice recipes in there and easy to do, easy to follow. Yeah. Nothing complicated.
And I want to add to, especially for my women on YouTube, on my web, also on my website, this book is definitely something you want to add in your kitchen, especially for those who never had practiced a lifestyle of a plant-based lifestyle. You want to utilize something that is super easy. You have pictures in here as well. There's all the pictures that you can see, and you can have a visual. So it's not just words. You have a visual of what you're making. And I know a lot of times we can be intimidated by things we've never done before, we never tried. And you might feel like you're missing some of the dishes of what you're used to. There's a mac and cheese dish in here that will slap your mama, not literally, not literally. And I actually did the dish, and I told this to Mios, and the seasoning that I used was a chicken-like seasoning. And again, she also has that in her cookbook, the recipe. So the seasons and the cookbook go hand in hand.
Yes.
And I'm excited. I'm like, I've done a lot of talking, and I'm famished.
Yeah, and you're ready to cook and eat
Yes,
afterwards.
I'm ready to cook and eat as well.
All right. So we're going to start by using a little bit of oil. We're using avocado oil right now.
Oh, wow.
Yes, using a little bit of avocado oil. If you go in the book, you'll see the exact amount that we are using today. So we're not gonna mention the amount. We're just gonna tell you what we're going to be using.
I got it. Get the book, guys. Get the book.
Get the book. All right. So after that, we're going to be using garlic. You know
I
anything
love
about garlic?
Oh, yes. Garlic. Now, garlic is a natural antibiotic. You definitely want garlic as part of something that you take internally. It also helps with hypertension as well.
It does. It does.
So we're not, just what I love again about the plant-based diet, you're not just cooking just for flavor and taste, although we don't want to compromise that.
Yes, true.
But we're also cooking for overall health.
Yes.
They say your health starts in the kitchen.
In the kitchen,
And so
yeah.
can your death.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
true. It is true. And I don't know if you mentioned that garlic have it's a type of antibiotic
Yes,
as well.
yes,
Natural. You
yes,
mentioned
yes,
that.
yes.
Okay, natural antibiotic. So people use that a lot. So listen, this is not hot yet. We want it to be hot, but in the meantime, let's switch over.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
So let me tell you, she has a ministry. Mauricia here with me has a ministry. So she will tell you more about the ministry. It is wonderful. What you're going to be hearing now, let me tell you, just please pay attention to what she's going to say right now. She has a ministry. Mauricia, tell us more about your ministry, what you do.
Well, I educate men and women, and right now, mainly focusing on women's hormonal health. And it's dealing with both mind, body, and soul. Holistically. So it's eating healthy, it's drinking enough water, it's exercising, it's giving all your problems to God, having a devotional life, it's getting fresh air, it's getting sunlight. We deal with the whole person as relates to health. And we talk about a lot of stress. We deal with stress because when you're stressed, you're not choosing to eat healthy foods. You're not choosing to eat in a plant-based life. You're more likely going to your sugars and your sweets, what have you, which making you more sick. So we deal with stress also. We deal with hormonal imbalance, which is a big thing for me right now. And everything that I talk about and I educate people on is a lot of times things that I've also experienced and found remedies. So we also talk about natural remedies as relates to herbs as well. And so, like you mentioned, the garlic can be used as medicinal purposes. You're using onions. Onions can be used medicinally too. We've even had where we help educate people on how to use onion to help combat colds, flu, coughing constantly, where you can slice up the onions and put it in your socks. If someone was having an asthma attack and couldn't get to their inhaler, their pump, they can bite into an onion and it would stop the asthma attack right then and there. And so you can also look to my website, sheiswhole.org, where you can find a lot of information, or even book me to come to your church or your establishment. We offer consultation and group coaching. We're actually getting ready, just like yourself, Mios, who's going to get ready to do a master class. We're also getting ready to do a master class for these three. We're doing one for fibroids, a master class for fibroids, a master class for hormonal imbalance that deals with PCOS, menopause, And the last master class we're going to be doing with weight management, which tackles insulin resistance. Why a lot of women are having a hard time losing weight when they are eating a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
But it's more than just what you're eating, it's what's also eating you. So we're going to be offering a master class soon. And I would like for you to tell me a little bit about your master class.
Oh, yes. While we're talking, so I'm going to be talking and telling you what I'm putting in there in between. So we'll do multiple things at the same time.
Okay.
The veggies, okay? This is peas and corn and sweet peas. Yeah.
Okay, sweet
Green
peas.
beans and corn and sweet peas.
A nice vegetable mix.
Oh, yes. So what the class that we're going to do is going to be, we're going to have one Monday through Thursday, October 13th, October 14th, October 13th through 17th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where's this going to be?
It's going to be virtual.
Oh, wow. Love it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to be cooking here as we're cooking now. And what happened is that if someone is participating, they will be cooking as well. So as I'm cooking, they're cooking. You see? So it's best. You know what I realize is that when we do it this way, people learn more than when you just sit down and watching.
Okay.
You
now,
see?
I have a question. If I cannot attend that cooking class for whatever reason at that time, will it be recorded where I can just go to your website, pay to watch it at a later time?
Well, the people who they will have access to do that.
Okay,
people will have access to do that. So this is what we're doing, because what happened is, Marisa, a lot of people want to change their lifestyle,
I know.
but they do not know how to do it and where to start. So we are here to help. We're here to help.
And you're right about that. A lot of the clients, when I'm counseling them, if they're going through thyroid issues or menopausal issues, and they have to, like one of the requirements that I help my clients understand is that to see the most benefit, you have to make changes. And one of them is your diet.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them do not know how to cook that way. So I'm glad that you're having a master class to help educate people how to transition to a plant-based diet.
Yeah, it is wonderful. I love doing that. I love doing that because I know where I came from.
Yes.
I know. So now we're going to add some onions. I have some red onions here and red bell peppers.
Okay, and I want to touch on the red bell peppers. Red bell peppers, can you bring it a little bit lower so we can see as you put it in the pot?
Oh, is that here?
Yes. So we have the red onions as well as the red bell peppers. Now, red bell peppers, I'm going to ask a question to the audience, and we're going to answer it later. Which of the two I'm going to mention has more vitamin C? Orange or red bell peppers? Red bell peppers or orange? Which one has the most vitamin C?
Well,
and then we'll bring that answer at the end.
Oh, okay, at the end. I was going to ask you, should I answer this question?
No, I want the viewers to see if they know about, because we want to educate. We just don't want to just eat food. We want to know what our food impacts, what it contains, and how it can impact our health in a healthy way. So between the orange and the bell pepper, which one has the most vitamin C? And if you could answer that. And I don't want to put it out there.
No. Let them answer. Let them answer.
I'm thinking that whoever answer it, maybe they'll get a 10% discount on one of the seasonings. Can we do that?
Not one seasoning, but let's say they get, because if we're cooking today with two, they're gonna be needing two. You see, so we wanna give them both.
Okay, so we'll bless you if you can answer which one. And I know probably some of y'all are gonna see the answer and answer it too, but it's the first person to answer it.
Yes. So we're going to add
some.
Smells good. I know, it smells so good. The onions and the peppers just made it.
I wish y'all can smell the food that smells good. I'm gonna smell it for you guys.
Now we're going to add some basil and oregano.
Okay.
In there. We add that. I love basil and oregano. I like the combination of them too.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah. Now you see you have a different smell now when we
Oh,
add
yes,
them.
I did. And,
yeah.
and you know what? Oregano is used a lot for inflammation
Mm-hmm.
and congestion, as well as when you're going through a flu. Oregano also helps with that as well.
Oh.
So I
Oh
love
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. Oregano
Yes.
oil. I
Yes,
heard,
oregano oil, yes.
We use that a lot. Okay. So now this is what we add next. The balm.
Uh-oh, bring it out. Bring it out.
Yes.
And which one is this again?
This one is the tropical.
Tropical. Can we zoom in? Can we have the cameraman zoom in on the tropical seasoning
The
again?
tropical. This is what we are using now. And we're going to be using the Caribbean.
Wow.
Well, not the bomb, the bombs.
Oh yes. You know what? I want to let you know that I used what was it? I think it was the Caribbean one. Now we grew up. My parents didn't know better. Mom. She used to use Maggie.
Uh-huh.
And when we got older, when we learned more about health and things that are healthy and not healthy that we shouldn't put in our bodies, Maggie was one of the ones that we found that we should not be ingesting because it has MSG, and so many people suffer from headaches or find they having migraines by ingesting MSG. Your seasoning, which is not MSG, doesn't have any MSG, has that gives me that flavor that it brings my childhood memory back to Maggie, and it almost have the same flavoring or taste as Maggie without the MSG.
Yes. Listen, Maggie. I think my husband and my children, we went to a store, and we looked at some seasonings. And so when we read the ingredients, the number one ingredient in there was MSG.
So it
was not garlic.
Yes.
It was not onion, but the number one was MSG.
Wow.
So you can imagine how much of the MSG you're putting in your stomach when you cook with this seasoning. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm like shocked.
Because a lot of people, they love flavor.
Yes.
And MSG do give flavor.
And it makes you addicted.
Addicted, exactly. Just see sometimes when they cook food with MSG, you eat a plate, you're not satisfied, you want more.
Yeah, you want
because
more.
Your taste bud keep asking you for more. This is what it does. And you keep putting these things, this thing in your stomach. It is no good. It's not good whatsoever. So when we looked at it, we're like, man, this is why it's so cheap. Because when we looked online, MSG doesn't cost money.
Yes.
Because they put a lot of it to fill up the bottle and a little bit of the onion and the garlic and the herbs.
And so that's why it makes sense. Health can be what you put in your mouth, and disease can be what you put in your mouth.
Yes. Yes, that's
but
where
I
it all
love your
started.
season that it gives me that it brings me back to that childhood memory of that flavor without compromising my health. Oh, so I see we just put the quinoa back in.
Yes, I got the quinoa in here.
And I don't know if we talked about quinoa. Quinoa is packed with protein. I think we did that,
We
right?
did, we
Yes.
did, we
so
did.
I want to remind everyone, especially for the men who are, like lifting weights and you're worried about your protein, it has a lot of protein. And so you don't have to worry about missing out on your protein by going on a plant-based diet.
Yeah. Now, Mauricia, after you eat that food, you eat the
It
quinoa.
looks so beautiful.
Listen, anyone watching here, even by looking at it, it's so colorful.
Yes, it's colorful. I love it, which
Yeah.
makes it appetizing for the children.
Exactly. So sometimes, I don't know, there is a saying in French, but I'm going to try to say it in English. You start eating with your eyes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Before you put it in your stomach, but you start eating with your eyes. So once it looks good, you will want to eat it.
Okay.
So
Can we? The audience
yeah.
gotta see. Can we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can we show them what it looks like?
We're gonna show and we taste. We're gonna show and we're
Wow,
gonna
look at the colors. Look at the
you got the
colors.
green and the yellow, and you see a little bit of the purple there because of the red onions.
I
You see?
love it. I love
And
it.
orange, the carrot and the yellow with the corn. See over here? I can't.
And what I love about what you just made, you didn't use a lot of oil. It's just a little bit of oil.
Just a little bit of oil. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. So what I did, I just cooked the quinoa at first. The recipe is in the book. I just cooked the quinoa.
And that was what, page 50?
Page 50.
Page 50, everyone.
Page 50. I just cooked the quinoa and get it ready. This is not raw quinoa, my friends. It was cooked quinoa.
You know, to make this go a little quick. We gotta, you know.
Yes, so we pre-cooked that. So then I just use cooked quinoa here. That's all it is. Quinoa and vegetables.
I love
Easy
that.
and fast and quick. So what now? You wanna taste and see if it has enough of the
I get to
seasonings
taste
and salt.
first.
So you can add salt if you would like to. You can add whatever you'd like in there. Make it your own, pretty much.
Okay. Lord bless this food. Amen.
Amen. Now let me see. It is hot. Okay, Marcia, tell me.
I'm trying to get every flavor in this. This is good, guys.
Yeah. I learned to love quinoa,
It's
by
so
the way.
simple.
Simple.
It's
and
so
fast.
simple and flavorful and tasty. This is
Oh,
good.
man. It does taste good for real. does
We're
taste
sorry. We're sorry to eat in front of your face and not offer you some, but you can have some on page 50. You can have everything that we're eating. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
very flavorful and
Oh, yeah.
good. And again, for all the ladies that want to manage your weight, not just eating a plant-based life, having a plant-based lifestyle without eating healthy. Because you can eat a plant-based lifestyle, have a plant-based lifestyle, incorporate a plant-based lifestyle, and not be healthy. And
true.
because French fries is plant-based, right?
Yeah, it's fries. It's and potatoes.
Yeah,
but,
it's potatoes.
but-
But you're gonna gain a lot of weight off of eating a lot of French fries.
Yeah, true.
I know.
True. And the oil. as
Yes,
well.
and the oil. So it's a plant-based lifestyle that is healthy, and I love that this is healthy but also tasty. I know the Bible talks about that if the food doesn't have any flavor, if the salt doesn't have any flavor, what should you do?
Yeah, throw it
Throw
away.
it out. But I have clients that's on a low sodium diet, and so they cannot have a lot of salt. Do you have a seasoning that? So we're going to get back to the dish, but I just remembered that. Do you have a seasoning that is low sodium?
Oh yes, I do. I thought of these people too.
Oh,
you know.
wow.
Yeah. So we have a low sodium seasoning. If the cameraman can, yes, we have a low sodium. This is it right here. This
Okay.
is a low sodium seasoning for those who do not wanna consume a lot of salt. So we really thought about you as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's important for my clients that are on a restricted low sodium diet, because the ones that are restricted are the ones that have kidney disease, the ones that have heart disease, or the ones also that their body retains a lot of fluid and have fluid retention. So unfortunately, they cannot have too much salt, but they can have some, but it's just at a low quantity.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I love that you have that, because those are the clients that I will be sending to you because they're dealing with that and have to be on a low sodium diet. I learned a trick along the way to add more flavor to your food. You can just add the juice of a lemon, half a lemon, to enhance, especially those who are dealing with a low sodium diet. That is some way you can add more flavor to your food and still season it up
Yeah.
with Mio's low
Yeah.
sodium seasoning and get that flavor in your
Flavor,
food.
yes, and we could have put some lemon juice. I could have tried that, some lemon juice
Yeah,
in
but
there.
it has it is your food. This has so much flavor.
It does.
It's perfect. It don't need anything else.
Yeah, but for those who want to add lemon juice,
Yes.
I just have to let them know you can add lemon juice to it. You know, you can always have lemon juice.
Yes.
Anything that you're cooking, sometimes even our gravy, we put lemon juice.
I
in
do
it.
that for my greens.
Yeah, greens
Yes.
as well. So it enhances the flavor.
Yes,
you
it
know?
does.
Yeah. So lemon, you can use that. You can use that as a flavor enhancers instead of using those other.
Like vinegar.
Yeah,
We don't do
things.
vinegar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll make this a health show if we go into that. But you know
Oh,
where to
man.
reach me, sheiswhole.org.
Yes. Marissa, there's one question I have to ask you before we go on the break. How did you come up with that ministry? What were you thinking?
Oh Lord, this is and thank you, Jesus, for the ministry. It wasn't me. It wasn't me thinking. I always loved health. Naturally, I think God put that in me to always love health. Before I even knew anything about health, I was one of those people that would not take any medicine. And this is from a teenager. I think I've taken medicine only one time my whole life when I was in college, and I had gotten strep throat. But that was the only time. But anytime I knew something was wrong, naturally God gave me the gift to go look to see how I can find a remedy. And then it was years later that he brought me into this message of health by via a training of a doctor who practiced natural remedies. And I received training from him, and that was the beginning of something beautiful when I learned more and more and received more training in how to help people holistically. And so God brought me into it, really.
Wow, praise the Lord for this, because a lot of us women, we suffer with different diseases, and fibroids is going viral.
Yes, I'm not the first viral, but I didn't know it was going to get so many hits when I talked about how I shrink my fibroids naturally. And again, it was prayer, and it was changing my lifestyle. It was with meals like this. It was with herbs, and looking at all of that, I'm like, how can I not share the good news of health and restoration that God has given me, to not share it to everyone else? So yes, I shrunk my fibroids naturally. Now going through the menopausal stage, helping women heal with hot flashes and the things that come with hormonal imbalance.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will bless you.
So if you have any questions that Meals and I can answer, we'll do the best to answer them in our ability. And so you can just drop the questions below, and we'll make sure after the commercial break to address them.
Are you concerned about your health and the health of your family? Are you looking for a way to eat healthier? We're here to help. We have fantastic news for you. We have put together a live cooking masterclass. Our goal is to teach you how to prepare healthy dishes, to make your own milk, cheese, meat, and a whole lot of other dishes, so you can replace some of those things that may not be best for your health. Part of the package is this book and those seasonings. You'll be cooking as I'm cooking. You'll be tasting as I'm tasting. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We have limited capacity, so hurry, sign up now. You do not want to miss this. If you'd like to know more, click on the link below, or you can call us at 423-567-0568. This is a great opportunity to come and learn how to feed your family the right way. See you soon.
Hello everyone. I am so excited for my new cookbook from Tasty Eden. I was also low on spices, so I restocked. Today, I'll be making a tuna replacement. These are some of the ingredients I'll be using. If you are using canned chickpeas, I recommend you get the organic ones. I went ahead and poured my peas in the food processor. I do not like my tuna to have chunks in them, so I made sure to let it break down all the way. After it's done, I added my seasoning, and for this recipe, I used chicken style all-purpose seasoning. I'm using vegan mayo, but if you're vegetarian, just use regular mayo. The book also gave a vegan mayo recipe, so next time I'm making this recipe, I'll be sure to have some homemade vegan mayo. Make sure you mix it all together to get the consistency you want, and add everything else as the book instructed. I am loving the book so far. The recipes are easy to follow and the ingredients are easy to find. And for the best part of cooking, for me at least, is tasting the food. It did not need anything extra, but I went ahead and tasted it again because who's stopping me? It was so good. Now it's time to eat. I plated mine with corn chips because I had a heavy breakfast that morning and I just needed a snack. And for my husband, he wanted a sandwich, so that's what he get. A sandwich with corn on the side. And that's what we had for lunch that day. Now it's time to eat. So if you care about your health, please do yourself a favor and check them out. Tasty Eating, they have the book and all the spices you saw at the beginning of the video on there. Until next time.
Are you concerned about your health and the health of your family? Are you looking for a way to eat healthier? We're here to help. We have fantastic news for you.
back, everyone. We are back to show you the taste of Eden.
Yes, yes.
And so here, if the cameraman can zoom in to the delicious dish that we have here.
Look at this plate, Mauricia. Look at the plate.
Look how beautiful and colorful it is.
Oh man.
Can you tell them again what is on the plate?
Well, we have here asparagus. And we have some beets and some carrots, and in the middle we have some quinoa.
Wow.
And we
What do you garnished it with?
We garnish it with some parsley.
Wow, and parsley is good for the blood. You see how
Yeah.
this is a taste of Eden?
Yeah.
How the Bible talks about the food being for the healing of the land, or the herbs being for the healing of the land. This food is tasty and healing, and I would say it's like a comfort food. You know why I call it a comfort food?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're kind of like stressed and you're having a bad day and you want some food to comfort you, and the reason you choose certain food is because of the flavoring that it gives you and how it makes you feel. This makes me feel good.
Didn't know that. I'll try that.
This makes me feel good because the taste, when I could taste it every season on my tongue, and I'm like, oh, I feel good.
Yeah, we tried it off camera. We wanted to eat the entire.
I was ready to eat, guys. I was ready to eat.
Yeah, it was so good. It's very good, my friends.
That one spoon ain't it.
Yeah. So we can't wait to finish here to go eat. I tell you that.
But I wanted to know what type of salt do you put in your seasoning?
Well, we use sea salt in there.
Okay, so most seasonings do not use sea salt. And there's an importance of sea salt because sea salt has minerals in there that even by, I would say a famous person, she talks about to get the minerals in your body that your body needs by adding sea salt underneath your tongue and then drinking water. And so what I love about your seasonings also is that you use sea salt, and I'm not getting table salt. Do y'all know the difference between table salt and sea salt? Can you come out with this table salt, what we call table salt?
This is what we call table salt.
Now, Mom, again, this is what we grew up on. Again, this is pre-knowledge, pre-education on health. And I know this is affordable, but sea salt can be affordable too. You either pay now or you pay later. We recommend not discarding this, if you would, and having sea salt in your diet. Himalayan sea salt, it would say sea salt. This does not have the minerals that your body needs. The sea salt that Mios adds to her seasoning has sea salt. And a lot of the seasonings that we buy in the stores today, unless they say they have sea salt, more likely it's table salt, regular salt that is void of its nutrients. And we need to add the nutrients back in our body.
Yeah, so true. And I know we grew up on this even back in our country in Haiti. I remember using this salt. And to us in Haiti that was fancy.
Yes.
I tell you that. It was fancy. When you have table salt, it is fancy. You know, in Haiti we have something called Celtic salt.
Yes,
This is what we use.
Yes.
So now I don't know if they don't know the importance of it. So when they have those you have visitors or guests come in, they have to have sea salt in the middle of the table. So that's fancy, and it's not even the best.
And I would add the sodium content in this brand is so much higher than you get in natural sea salt. And so more likely when you need to be on a low sodium diet is because of the high sodium that came from the one that we just mentioned. Also, your blood pressure will increase more likely to increase by ingesting that type of salt rather than sea salt.
True. Wow.
So I did want to know, and for the viewers, please ask your questions while we're still on, that at this time that Mios and I can answer any questions. But I also want to make sure we acknowledge the person that might have answered the question with the vitamin C, the red bell pepper or orange, which one has the most vitamin C content and in it, and I will share the answer in a few. Now, Mios, is there anything that you have not, what is your favorite dish that you have made out of your cookbook?
Oh my!
What is your most favorite dish?
Should I call your name? Should I call out your name, Candice? I don't know if you talked to her. I don't know if you gave her the questions that you asked me, because it seems like you guys are asking me the same questions.
Well, I don't know who this Candice is, but Candice called me so I can come to your church.
All right? Candice asked me the same question. You know what my answer was? All of them.
Ah, got you. All of them.
All of them are my favorites. But I know my husband have his favorite in the book.
What is his favorite?
I would not have this book without his favorite, which is that omelet.
Ah.
Yeah, in the book.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves it. We make the omelet. We put some bread, or we can make our own homemade bread. The burger breads, burger buns, I think they call them. We put the omelet in there. We put tomatoes and peppers.
Is there a picture of that in the book?
There is,
Okay,
there is, and tomatoes and peppers, and then and he likes it with avocado, and we put Mauricia. Listen.
Oh my gosh, you said
just
avocados.
talking about it, yeah.
So let me make sure. You're talking about omelet. Are you talking about the omelet that people that are not plant-based, like eggs? Is yours made with eggs?
Come on, Mauricia. Eggs is not plant. What are you asking me?
Okay, I just gotta make sure because you said omelet.
Yeah, I know. That's why you asked, because you're not sure. Listen,
Guys.
this.
Oh my! Can the cameraman zoom in while you're talking, Mios?
This is with mung beans.
Oh, with mung beans.
Oh, you're familiar with just eggs?
Yes, but I never ate it.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. So just eggs. This is a replacement of it, So I use the
You
real
made your
mung
own
bean
version
of it, because a lot of people like just eggs. So, and I see a lot of complainings about it as well. So I came up with with that.
Oh my gosh, this looked like the real thing.
A friend of mine actually found it. And she's like, Mios, I found this recipe. And then we looked at it. Actually, it's on YouTube, I think, with my friend in there. And then so then I recreated it, or I remade
you put your own spin to it.
Yeah, spin to it. I made it my own because I don't want to use the exact same recipe.
This looks like the real thing. Cameraman, I don't know if you can, but I want everyone to see this. This looks like a real omelet made with eggs.
Yeah, it's very good. It has the same.
I'm just like shocked. I just want to make sure people can see this.
It has the same look.
There we go. Okay,
Like
this way. It looks like the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm making this tomorrow.
Same look as the egg.
Because I have your cookbook.
And when you're making it too, it has the same, I don't know, I would not say texture, but the way you see eggs kind of like in a pan is the same way. I don't know how to explain that. So you have to try it.
And so what seasons did you use to flavor this?
Actually, Mauricia, what I use here is a tropical seasoning.
Wow.
I use the tropical seasonings in there, and it's very good.
Okay, it looks good. I mean, like I want to eat it through the cookbook.
Yeah. You can
hungry.
try that recipe.
I'm hungry. I don't want to eat your cookbook because I'm hungry.
Yeah. So this is Mark's husband.
Okay.
This is Mark's favorite.
That's Mark's favorite. I'm sure.
My husband's favorite.
I'm sure. Okay. Yes. So we got a lot of good things in that cookbook and very easy. I'm looking at the recipes and they're not like it's long.
This is one thing that was a concern to me. I told Mark, I said, by having, when I started writing the recipes, I wanted to simplify,
yes,
the amount of ingredients that's there. So it took me a long time to simplify, because there's a lot of recipes, they have long ingredients, so you have to kind of shorten them.
Which can be intimidating for somebody just starting out.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay. I didn't want it to be intimidated to anyone.
Yes.
So then I kind of simplify and make it shorter and less not too much, not too much in the directions, so that they have to read because I don't like that. So I can imagine of the things that I don't like, other people might not like it too.
That's beautiful.
So this is what I did in this book.
That is awesome. I love it. So you have a lot of things lined up. I know you talked about a master class.
Yes.
And where can somebody reach out to you if they want you just to come to their church and do cooking classes? Because I think learning how to eat healthy especially when your health starts in the kitchen. I think it's paramount that everybody have your information that want to try eating a healthy lifestyle where it's just regular food. Like it's not like a and no offense to like the vegetarian meats and stuff like that, but I love the fact that a lot of it is just stuff that is simplified and you know what you're eating. I love that. So what can somebody reach out to you?
Well, if they want to reach out to us, they can go on the website tastyeden.com, or you can call us at 423-567-0568. You can go back on the video if you missed the website and the number. I'll say it again, 423-567-0568, or tastyeden.com, or you can email us at info@tastyeden.
Okay, and that's where I could reach out to you, so that I need you to come to my establishment and share with me cooking classes so that everyone can learn how to cook healthy.
Yes. And the all the information's on the screen right now, so people can they can see it. They can see all the information's there. So if you want to book us, let us know ahead of time. We can help you. We can help the community. We can help the church. If you want to start a new journey, we are here to help. This is why we are here for.
And that's the same place I can buy the seasonings as well.
Same place.
And you mentioned about different bundles.
Yeah.
Okay.
On there, and the book as well.
And the book. Okay. So I already have every last one of those seasonings. And also I have the cookbook. And so I can testify, not just being here with you, that I have these things and that I see the flavoring that it adds to my food. And I shared that with my husband, and we have no complaints in our home. And so I'm
Praise
excited.
the Lord.
And
Praise
there
the
is
Lord.
no reason why someone should not contact Mios. We're living in a time where health is essential. We don't like to be sick. And being a health coach and working with individuals, helping them transition into a healthier lifestyle, no one wants to be sick. It's not fun.
No.
And so we have tools right in front of us and how we can make those choices and transitions. You have two people who one can help you learn how to cook better, and one can give you the steps in making lifestyle changes holistically and how you can get better. There is no reason, by God's grace, why anyone should have or remain sick. And
before we go, I know we're going to end. Tell them again how they can reach you. I need them to know how they can reach you if they want to book you or anything like that.
Okay, everyone, if you want to book Maricia Anglade, your lifestyle health wellness educator, you can go to my website, sheiswhole.org. That's sheiswhole.org. If you want me to come to your establishment just to educate you on what causes disease and how to remedy it with making lifestyle changes with natural remedies and managing stress, and just all those things related to high blood pressure, hypertension, cholesterol, arthritis, and the list goes on, you can contact me at She Is Whole, or if you want a private consultation for yourself or group coaching with your friends and family, you can reach me there at sheiswhole.org, or you could call my number at 305-396-1571. We would love to have you.
Yes, please. If you need all these informations, you can always contact us again, or you can go back on the video and you'll hear the informations again. You know what, Maricia? I am really, really happy that we did this today. You don't know, a lot of people were waiting for this. They were waiting. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I know this will be a blessing.
Yes, it will be a blessing. I was just going to tell Mios I'm happy to be able to go eat the food that she made.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. I'm ready to eat,
It is good, guys.
Yeah.
Get the book. Get the book. It will benefit you and your family. And make it the holidays are coming too.
Oh yeah, and we have some dessert in there as well, desserts and anything that you'd like in there to try for the holidays.
Yes.
Get this book, it will help you.
And so I got to give the answer before we go.
Yeah.
Which?
No, well, wait a minute. Nobody answered? No one? Okay.
So the answer is red bell peppers. Red bell peppers has more vitamin C than an orange. So unless you're allergic to red bell peppers, you want to have bell peppers in your diet as we had in the dish, because you will be getting your vitamin C.
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, my friends, my viewers, we were happy to have you today. Unfortunately, you cannot eat with us. We'll eat for them. We'll eat for you, my friends. So if you would like to taste what we made today, you can go ahead and order that book, or those who already have it, make sure you cook this dish today, okay?
And then thank you, everyone. Until next time, take care of your health.
Oh, bye.
Bye-bye.